Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is the Dwarves. We are making our way to the Firstling Kingdom. We're going to have to go over this really harsh weather. And right now we are in Wayern, and we are on our way to the Firstling Kingdom, one of the 5 kingdoms of the Dwarves, here in Girdlegard, in order to find a smith who can join our party in our quest to smith, to create Keenfire, the weapon, the only weapon which can kill a demon. We are right here, and there is a village above here, Seaton. Let's head that direction.
When you enter the pretty little village with its richly ornate houses and its temple to Palandial at its center, you can see an angry mob some distance away. The villagers are hassling a young woman, insulting her and pushing her to the ground.
We need to decide what to do about this woman. Let's find out, first of all, what she's been accused of. Plus, Tungdil does not want to watch anyone being harmed without at least knowing the reason why. Are they guilty or innocent? And tempers are high in these hard times.
You push your way through the crowd of people and stand in the way of the villagers.
What's going on here?
A man dressed in richly decorated vestments looks you up and down.
Palandial be with you, dwarf. It is none of your business, but this woman here is a thief. She and her henchmen have emptied the monastery's granary and were willing to abandon us to our fate.
That's a lie. We asked for help and these people turned us away. I came back to ask again.
Tungdil wants to know what proof the priest has.
What evidence do you have against this woman?
We found the granary broken into. Almost a third of our grain and a significant amount of supplies have gone. And all this just one day after she and her people were snooping around here.
You have no proof that she did it? That isn't proof, says Tungdil.
That isn't proof. It could simply be coincidence. Anyway, why would a thief come back to the scene of a crime?
The priest eyes you in silence, while some of the villagers make it clear that dwarves should keep their noses out of their business.
With that, Tungdil turns to the woman and says, "It is wise, of course. Unwise, of course, to come back to the scene of a crime. If you've gotten what you've gotten, then why come back? Why don't you tell us what happened?"
Tell us what happened.
The villagers grumble, but the priest gives the woman a chance to defend herself.
My name is Tavia. I was forced to flee Tabayin with my family when the perished land began to spread. My husband, we had to leave him behind.
The horror in the woman's eyes gives you a good idea as to what became of her husband.
No one accepted us in the north. There are too many refugees and everyone is scared. Queen Way has offered land in Wayan to anyone who will work hard for it. But what should we grow if no one will sell us grain? We offered a fair price, but Father Mallan...
She darts a scathing gaze at the priest.
He wanted double the amount.
The priest glances briefly at the angry villagers. Then he replies in a firm voice.
It was a hard winter. And with the increasing frequency of orc attacks, we must think of ourselves first and foremost. Even we cannot help everyone.
The bystanders mutter in agreement.
I like how he has basically summed up one request as everyone. But I think Tungdil can offer to investigate the matter. If this woman is innocent, he does not want to see her harmed.
The accusations are serious, so let's get to the bottom of the matter to be completely sure.
We have no doubt that she did it.
The priest looks at the villagers standing around him, the lust for blood written in their faces.
On the other hand, before we do something we can't undo...
Dissatisfied murmuring grows, which the priest debates with mollifying gestures.
Search for your evidence. You there, lock this woman up in the guardhouse in the meantime.
The woman is taken into a squat building made of rough blocks of stone. The crowd slowly disbands.
All right. Let us first go to the storehouse. Here we go.
You enter the village's large storehouse. The ground floor of the two-story building is full of turnips, with large barrels and clay pots on the floor and on high shelves. Several villagers are carrying out stock-taking. They're being supervised by a weedy man who observes them with a grim expression and writes things on a wax tablet every now and then.
Let's observe the scene a little longer.
Work is in full swing. The man with the wax tablet grumbles now and then in agreement when one of the peasants shouts out a number to him. It shouldn't take too much longer until they finish the inventory.
In which case, we might want to go up the stairs to the first floor while they're busy and take a look around.
There are sacks piled up on top of one another on the first floor. They are most likely filled with different kinds of grain and, judging by the omnipresent white dust, flour.
It is a bit dark in here. Let's try lighting a fire, although I have to admit I'm a little bit wary about lighting a fire where there's so much dry goods around.
You look around for a portable source of light.
Can anyone see a candle or a torch? I need a light.
I wouldn't recommend that.
The Magister Technicus has followed you into the storehouse.
One spark could ignite the flour dust. We sometimes use the effect when we want to create huge balls of fire on the stage.
I think we could do without huge balls of fire in here.
That's what I thought. So let's expect the empty corner in the dim light.
You walk towards the only area in the storeroom where you can see the floorboards. You hesitate as your boots slip on the floor, as if you're walking on mud.
Tongue-deal.
The Magister Technicus carefully observes the roof beams above the empty corner. He grabs at a beam and crumbles something between his fingers. You can't make out what it is, so you copy him and feel damp, rotten wood. It's very easy to pull away small pieces.
What are you doing here?
The man with the wax tablet is standing on the stairs. He sounds half angry, half shocked.
No one is allowed in here.
This is a somewhat redundant question, like, why are you here? Because he's obviously working, but I'm just curious.
Who are you? What are you doing here if no one is allowed to be here?
I'm allowed to be here. It's my job. I'm the steward of the temple. Morris is my name.
Ah, Morris, good man. Yes, I saw you downstairs, hard at work. Tungdil says, pointing at the ceiling, at the roof. Do you realize the roof here is leaky?
The rain has gotten here. The roof and the floor are damp.
Those savages. It wasn't enough that they steal from us. They had to damage the roof too. That was probably where they got in.
The wood didn't start to rot yesterday, good man.
The steward's face turns bright red.
And you are the experts on such things, are you?
Assuming the roof here has been leaky for a long time, what would have happened to the grain in the sacks directly underneath? Wouldn't it have turned rotten?
The man wets his lips. His gaze darts around the room.
The roof was fine. I'll have it repaired. And now, get out of here.
The steward angrily blocks off all further attempts at talking to him, and even when you threaten him with Father Malin, it doesn't have the desired effect. The father trusts in him, he says, and he's always been a devout follower. The heavy door of the storehouse closes behind you, and you hear a bolt sliding into place from the inside.
I don't think we'll be getting any more out of him, but that is very curious. That roof? Go and talk to the accused woman in the guardhouse.
You enter the guardhouse, and before the guards know, Boindale and Boandal have caught them up in a friendly conversation. Shielded from the view of the guards, you exchange a few words with the suspect without being disturbed.
This question here bothers me, concerns me. It's basically accusing her. Yeah, I'm not going to ask her that. Let's ask her why she came back to the village.
Why did you come back to the village?
I wanted to negotiate with Father Malin for the grain. What else could I do? No sooner had I arrived than they surrounded me and accused me of robbery.
Then where are your people? Who's protecting you? And these spoils, if you did have them...
Where have you taken the grain and supplies?
I don't know anything about grain or supplies. Apart from the fact that we could do with both, I'm telling you, I am innocent.
Then tell us what happened.
We won't let anyone do anything to you, but if we are going to help you, you will have to tell us the truth.
The woman looks you in the face, then her head sinks, and when she looks back up, she has tears in her eyes.
Please, I just want to go back to my family. I don't know what happened.
Tungdil.
You feel sympathy towards the woman. You raise your hand to silence Rodario and nod to the woman to continue talking.
We asked for grain and were full of hope when we saw the well-filled granary. But we hadn't reckoned on the malice of the people here.
A slow, ironic clap sounds from behind you. Confused, you turn around to face Rodario.
Bravo, my dear, with tears and everything. Tough luck that a master of the art of acting is present. None of what she said corresponds with the truth, Tungdil. She is lying and trying to deceive us. Not completely talentless for an amateur.
You expect the woman to deny everything, but when she overcomes her amazement, she spits in the actor's face.
And what if I am? I would do it all again. The people here have more than they need and my people are starving. Is that fair?
Ah, Well, I see that we were wrong. Tungdil's belief in the woman's innocence was misplaced. So why did you come back, he says, after you stole the grain and the supplies? That makes no sense. That's what led me to believe you were innocent.
Why did you come back here after stealing the grain and supplies?
We didn't steal them. We paid for them. A reasonable price, just not to Father Malin.
You had help.
He promised us 3 dozen sacks of grain. When we opened the sacks in our hideout, we realised that most of the grain was rotten. He thought he'd get away with it.
The woman looks around wearily.
And by the looks of things, he has.
Ah. I have a feeling, says Tungdil, that the inventory keeper was your accomplice. Is this true?
Morris the steward offered you the grain, didn't he?
What does that matter? I've no proof it was him. And even if I did, if I admit that we have the stuff, I'll be hanging from a tree by this evening and my children will starve. I beg you, let me go. We bought the grain and the supplies. Perhaps he wasn't allowed to sell it to us. But we paid. And with a little seed we can sow, at least some of us have a chance of surviving the year.
Tungdil says quite reasonably, if I hadn't had my actor friend here, I would have bought your whole story and defended you. It would have been a lot easier if you hadn't lied to us. These are hard times, but honesty is what's going to keep us together. Move us forward.
How can I trust you? You lied.
Who wouldn't do everything to offer their children a future? Lying is the very least.
Signifying that she has done more. And I wouldn't I would not be surprised. Well, she's in a position where she's got her life. And if her children, if it's true that she has the children, she needs to protect them, then she's going to need to return that grain. But that doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to have to make the pay and return her gold, and that would be the steward.
You've stolen, no matter how you put it. But perhaps Father Malin will show clemency if you return the grain.
Clemency for me and a death sentence for my family. Never.
You will stay here, says Tungdal, until a solution is found.
Disenchanted by the course the discussion has taken, you shake your head and leave the guardhouse.
Let's go talk to Father Malin. Put it to him reasonably.
The priest is lost in thoughts, standing in front of the temple, as if he couldn't decide whether to go in or not.
Let's start by asking about the village we're in, about Seaton.
I was wondering, what was here first, the temple or the village?
Ah, a keen eye. The temple is indeed much too big for such a small village. It was built on the foundations of an old stronghold when salt was found nearby. The village has grown over the years in the shadow of the temple. Good people live here, honest and pious children of Pelandial.
He glances at the place where the woman was surrounded.
Why can't we just be left in peace?
You've mentioned that I have a keen eye. Well, I put my keen eye to the test. The roof of the granary is leaky, says Tungdil.
The roof of the granary is leaky. We saw some rotten wooden planks.
Again? Morris only had the roof repaired last summer.
Did he? If he didn't, some of the grain would have got damp and rotten.
Out of the question. Morris would have reported that. He checks the grain once a month and there were no complaints.
The priest has absolutely no doubt in what he is saying, often a sign that someone hasn't thought things over.
I have a feeling that Morris the steward was padding his own pockets. Let's see if the priest would be willing to just forgo the grain, considering that it was paid for.
Supposing Tavia really did steal the grain and supplies, but only to save her family. Would you turn a blind eye?
Pelandial teaches generosity, but that too must have its boundaries. We cannot help everyone. At some point there won't be enough for us.
So, if you had sold the grain, the people of Seaton would have starved?
Maybe not. Not yet. But if we always give everything we have away...
No one is saying always, and no one is saying everything.
The priest shrugs his shoulders apologetically. He doesn't wish to spoil things with his flock.
Okay, well, I think that's as far as we can go with this.
You nod goodbye, and the priest returns the gesture.
I don't think there's anything else we can do. I'm wondering if we need to come back and revisit this later, because it's definitely not solved. But we don't have an opportunity to talk about Morris, who I think Tungdil really believes is the real problem. Let's go over here and then go down here to Torbrook and replenish our supplies, and then we'll see if we can come back here. There's also over here a check mark, too. Yeah, we'll go down here, then here. There's an orc camp there, there's some fighting. Then we'll go around the mountain pass this way. This is a village we completely missed, unfortunately, in our flight. So yeah, let's go here to Torbrook.
When you enter the strongly fortified mountain village, you see a large group of miners standing around a shaft in heated discussion.
By
really saw them, I swear!
A young man in mining clothes defiantly stares at an older man who is a good head taller than him.
Even if you did, smashing the lift hoist, it would have been better to have not sent the cage down again until we cleared this thing up.
Is there a problem?
The older man, perhaps a foreman, is so angry that he hardly seems to have realized that he's talking to a dwarf.
Mika here says that he saw orcs in the mine, and he smashed the lift hoist to bits. The cage has crashed to the bottom of the shaft. How are we supposed to work now?
Well, if there were really orcs in the mine, he did the right thing. You definitely do not want to be surprised by them as you sleep.
I would say he did the right thing. If the orcs have managed to come up through the mine, then you all might be dead.
I heard they were just grunting. And the stench, it was unbearable. You should have been there. I just wanted to save the village.
The young man and the foreman look at each other in silence for a few seconds.
All right, all right. Mika might not be the sharpest tool in the box, but the boy has guts. If he says there were orcs down there, then there were orcs down there. But the problem remains, we can't work without the lift.
Tungdil says, well, we have some talented people among us, to say the least. And I myself am fairly good at the forge. Perhaps we can help you with the repairs.
Can we help you somehow?
Help? Well, we'll have to repair the hoist, and we need a new cage.
The foreman turns to a man next to him for answers. He's just as muscular, with dirty, calloused hands and an angular face.
It will take at least 2 weeks, but we don't need any help, unless you can speed up time.
I'll need 1 day. 2 at the most, if there are problems.
The foreman looks aghast at the Technicus, unsure whether he's joking or not.
1 day? Have you got any idea how...
Fergus is the most talented Magister Technicus in Girdlegard. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Let him help.
As long as he doesn't get in my way...
The worker shrugs his shoulders.
Why not?
And we will help them. But Turgdil, Boendil, and Boendal are aware that they have a long trek over the mountains and will need all the provisions that they can get. Therefore, they bargain for some.
Good. Then we'll help you. But we would like provisions for it. 30 rations.
Sure. If you pull it off, the provisions are yours. You really trust in your skills, don't you? Mika, give him a hand.
Fergus immediately gets to work, examining the hoist. After a few moments, he sends Mika off with a list of tools and spare parts, and explains to you how to build the cage, while he takes care of the hoist's rustic mechanism. After half a day, the cage is operational again, but Fergus is still busy with the hoist. You just hear him muttering.
So far, there is no automatic brake in case the ropes snap, but it shouldn't be too hard to fit one.
A half a day. And Fergus, the Technicus, has already got the hoist. We need an automatic brake system. It's much better to be safe than sorry. We may be the next ones riding in that cage.
Fergus decides to fit the automatic brake, but it takes more time than expected. Building the hoist from scratch would have been simple, but the upgrade turns out to be complicated. In the end, it takes 2 days until the lift is operational again. After the work is done, you report to the foreman.
You've kept your part of the deal, we'll keep ours. Take the provisions for your journey.
Turgdil thanks him and passes the provisions amongst all of the companions' backpacks. Let's take a look at see what the trader has on offer. So, more provisions should we need them. And a healing potion. It's a small potion, though. I'd really like 2 large potions. So I'm going to actually end up selling this potion. So we won't be needing it. And this ring. Wonderful. So that leaves us with this item here. This health potion, large health potion, which does stack so that you can use it twice during a battle. And once we've done that, let's now find out where the orcs in the mine came from.
You travel down into the mine in the repaired lift. Mika shows you the place where he saw the orcs, and you follow the winding gallery. After 1,000 paces, you stopped counting, and only after several hours do you reach an exit. There's a stench of tallow in the air. The tunnel leads directly into a huge orc camp, which blocks the pass into Snowdale Valley. If you attacked from here, you'd have the element of surprise on your side.
I could go and take a look and perhaps improve our chances for an attack.
You remember how the actor had transformed himself into Lot Yonin and Nudin in Mefedania. You certainly wouldn't bet against him being able to walk through the orc camp unnoticed.
I'll come with you. If I stay in the shadows, they won't see me.
The actor nods gratefully.
I'll come too. I also know how to keep myself hidden.
Nomura wants to object, but you are quicker.
Thank you, Geralda. 2 more eyes and ears would be helpful on such a mission.
An interesting thought that I have had about Geralda is the NPC or the companion that we met in the last episode. I was reading the art book for this series, and they mentioned that there was a custom character created just for this game that is not in the books, and I think it is Geralda, because I've read ahead in the books a little bit, or in the book a little bit, and she's not mentioned, so I think it is her. It is time now to infiltrate the camp.
Listen, try to sabotage their defenses, and if you can safely take out a couple of guards, then do it. But don't take any big risks. Come back here if things get too hairy.
Nomura and Rodario rejoin you without any particular urgency. The infiltration was a complete success. No one detected the two of them.
Ah, okay. They didn't mention Geralda coming back. Alright, let's head back here to Seaton
The
and
group
see.
isn't overly friendly towards Geralda, and this evening she's sitting once again apart from the others. You ask yourself what you can do to break the ice when you see that she has a file in her hand. The file is wrapped around with silver wire and has a snap lock. The liquid in it is black. Geralda opens the lid and takes a big swig. As she puts down the bottle, a smile flits across her face, followed by a short expression of deep satisfaction. It is the first time that you have seen a positive emotion on the face of the somber dwarf.
Turgdal is always curious and will immediately ask what's in the bottle, knowing that if he doesn't ask, Boendil, who distrusts Geralda completely, would try and snatch it from her, assuming it was something, well, negative, not healthy, not good for the party.
Is that medicine?
No, it's... I don't know either. If I don't drink it, I have a longing for it. It gets stronger and stronger until I can't stand it anymore. When I drink it, the longing disappears, and I feel rested and strong.
And when the file's empty?
I don't know. I don't know where I got the drink from, let alone what it is. But if I don't drink it, Frackers, give me strength. I think I would go crazy or die.
Geralda plays with the file, lost in her thoughts, as if she were trying to remember where she saw it for the first time.
And you can imagine that I am also quite curious about Geralda. Let's try and go back to Seaton.
You enter Seaton and take a look round.
Let's talk to Father Malin and see if anything new has occurred.
The priest is lost in thoughts, standing in front of the temple, as if he couldn't decide whether to go in or not.
No.
You nod goodbye, and the priest returns the gesture.
All right, if there's something we need to do on there, I don't know what it is. So if you have an idea, let me know. Let's continue on down this path here. We'll have to go this way first. Down here.
As on the previous evening, Bavragor sits apart from the others. But tonight, he waves you over.
Smeralda, my sister. You want to know what happened, right?
You nod and sit down.
She followed Boindle into battle. We tried to talk her out of it, but she was as unyielding as a mountain. Then came the day when the High Pass was attacked.
Bavragor drinks from his liquor.
He killed her. Blinded by the frenzy of battle, he thought she was one of the enemy. I can never forgive him. He killed my sister. Could you?
You inevitably remember the loss of Lot Yonan, Frala, and her children. You remain sitting in silence, each of you deep in thought. Boendal approaches, having either heard you or guessing what you are talking about.
His fierce life forge is a curse. He thought the orcs had robbed him of his love, and the ire came over him. Sometimes he calls her name in his dreams. Oh, he'd never admit it, but he suffers just like Bavragor. He too loved her.
The stonemason doesn't react, so you and Boendal go back to the others by the fire.
I really do enjoy this game, and one of the things that I enjoy the most about this game is the voice acting is very good. Let's go smash some orc heads.
The guards are much more alert now since the infiltration of the orc camp. You have delivered a serious blow to your enemy, and an attack should now be significantly easier.
Oh, okay, because we did the infiltration at Torbrook first. Let's attack the orc camp.
You enter the orc camp with your companions. You have a long way ahead of you.
Okay. We can choose who we want to have with us. Tungdil is always with us. We can have some of the... I think let's try out Geralda first to kind of be stealth. She has arrows. She can be ranged. She can do shadow stab. And she's also level 10. So that's going to be pretty cool. Oh, that was a figurine. I could have sold that. And then... since she has 3 skills, I'm going to give her this. So we can use those skills as often as we can. Gorm gear is great for when we need to have distraction. But I think we're going to go with Boendil and Boendal. Yep. Which means that we will give this to Boendal. This is a talisman of protection. This is a talisman of attack, which is very good for Boendil, who does a lot of damage. A drinking potion for Boendal, who's pretty sturdy, so he doesn't always need that. I could also give him a talisman of healing. How much health do you have, actually? Oh, her health is actually pretty low. So I'm actually going to give her this instead. I'd rather keep her alive. She's got very low health. So I need her to really build up while she's doing these attacks. It looks like she might be a good high damage target. Let's see here. Enemies on fire. That's pretty. I mean, he's got very similar skills. But I think the brothers just do best when they fight next to each other. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's start this fight. Okay, so we need to reach the pass with all these heroes. So this is very similar. If I had known this, I think I would have... Can I go back and reload this? I would have... Maybe, well, I'll just use her because I want to see what she can do. Okay, so Bowendill... I'm sorry, Tungdill. Bowendill. Let's get them ahead with that. And then...
What is it?
She can do a shadow stab, but I need her to... Oh, and let's actually have her...
Yes,
no, I don't want to
yes,
waste that until we
soon.
really need it.
Hmm?
Let's just have those two move forward.
As good as done.
Yes.
I'm going to select these two, have them run forward.
Uh-huh. Huh?
Make sure I have them. Okay. Ah, I know why.
Of course.
Because he needed to finish his attack. They're coming down here on us. Right here. However, here they come.
What is it?
I want her to move ahead too.
Yes.
Huh?
Bowendill,
All right.
move ahead.
Yes.
I'm going to have
On
them
my way.
save their attack.
What is it? And what now? I'm with you.
Okay, so here comes everyone. Bowendill is taking a little bit of,
Yes.
but he doesn't need too much here.
As
His
good
health
as
is pretty
done.
good. Okay, now her.
Hmm?
She's the one I want to focus on. I'm curious to know how much damage this can do. This shadow stab.
Your death is called Geralda.
Wow. Okay. Okay. It does a goodly amount. Good to know. I am regretting now not giving her the other talisman though.
Huh?
You are enraged. You are doing okay health-wise. What I would like you to do is to trip this guy.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Or try to. Come on, trip him. That is not working. That trip is not working. Did you guys see it? I tried it twice.
What is it?
You. So we also don't want to get too much focused on this fighting.
Huh?
Because so I'm going to have Bowendill move forward.
On my way.
And
Yes.
you don't have the...
What is it?
There we go. Her shadow stab. Oh, it's got a... How many enemies does that take down? Let's
Over
have you
there?
move to here. Yeah. And then... Or she can take... So it's basically a... Let's see what she does here. Nice! Okay. I like it. Nice crossbow action.
Huh?
You are getting wrecked. And I don't have any damage stuff for you.
And what now?
Why don't you do some movement, get out of that, and then just hang there for a minute. Man, how are you getting so damaged?
Yes.
You do a side swipe on these three. I think I might want to do this fight over again because I think it would have been better to have someone with who can do a little bit more movement. But let's just keep trying with this one. I want you to sit there. You
Yes.
Oh, that has a very long cooldown.
He hardly put up a fight.
Okay, and she's also getting kind of murderated there too.
Yes!
Move, Geralda. And he's almost dead.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it through this one. Let's load it again. Let's definitely load that again, and choose some more different companions for this particular fight. Because sometimes you just don't know what companions to choose until you've tried the fight at least once, and found out what the particular makeup of the battle is going to be like. So Geralda is cool, but I'm not feeling it on her. Let's take these guys out here. Bowendill. That's what you need. You need to keep that health up. You're such a high damage dealer. So you're in. And then I really like the idea of the distraction that Goemgar can do. It's such a neat skill. And it lures those attackers down. So let's try him this time. He is otherwise quite the chicken. And then let's see if we can find someone who can move quickly. We could... I really like her shadow step, to be honest. Let's try Narmora for this one. Just trying to figure out what talisman I should give her. I'm going to give her that. Tungdil still has his talisman of protection. Okay, let's try this and see how these work. I really need movement since we have to move through the camp, and it isn't that we need to kill everybody, we just need to move. I really just need to see if anyone else has a strong movement. Can he do a strong movement? He has a lot of dart stuff and a lot of range stuff. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so let's try with the same opening gambit. Moving people.
Understood.
Well, I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to move everybody as far ahead as I can without using their skills.
Yes, that'll be safe, will it?
And then move them again. All right, and then we meet the enemy. Now we have these guys up here. And I'm wondering if this is such a great skill that we can just scoot these guys to the side like this.
And what
now? I want you to keep that talisman of healing on. And I want you to move right in there.
What?
I want you to be able to... She can move quickly and undetected. So I'm going to move her here.
Huh?
And Tungdil, I'm going to do here because we're just trying to move quickly. So these guys right in your face.
Is it something bad?
Okay, so that got them going. Let's get Goemgar up here.
There.
I just need to keep him because he cannot be hit. He needs to be... I need that talisman of initiative on him.
What is
and then
Yes.
you're doing okay, but I will use this. And then let's see if you can take this guy down here. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I need you to move more than I need you to attack. Okay. You.
What now?
I want you to. Let's do.
Yes?
Glumgar, you need to move, by the way.
And that'll be safe, will it?
Not really. But over here, why don't you do that wonderful spell that draws everybody off, right?
Hey, kill!
There we go.
Maybe it's better there.
All right, you.
What?
I want you to move here. Man, that is a super helpful skill. Because there's no way we can defeat all these guys. We just want to get as many of them out of our way as possible. I had no idea that Goemgar was going to end up being so helpful. He is so helpful. Let's get all of these guys over here. I love it. This is so great. Goemgar. Now you keep running.
Oh, all right.
Run like a crazy man. You are doing great. I'm going to do Merciless for her.
What is it?
You are enraged, so I can't help you out much. You need to keep moving. And continue on.
On my way.
This way. I'm just trying to decide as we go ahead here. How do we need to... Oh, we need to move here. And then... maybe just all the way out through the other side? Would be my guess. You need to quit moving back into battle.
What do you want me to do? Maybe it's better there.
It kind of is. Okay. And then one more person.
Huh?
Okay. And you
Is it something bad?
use that fantastic thing. It has such great range. How about, could we move most of these guys? Let's do that.
Hey,
Okay. And then keep
what
them
do
running.
you want me to do?
You
Yes?
run.
Understood.
And
You.
what now?
We do a lot of running in this one, but that's because we want to live. You. Another shadow step. Beautiful. We have a whole pack of them coming to join us. And I'm just trying to see. I think we need to go this way. It's kind of hard to see. I can't tilt the camera anymore. Honestly, I think we need to go this way, but it's hard to tell.
Huh?
Yes?
Goemgar. Okay, so he's out of... But this here, this Talisman of Initiative...
I'm doing it as quick as I can, alright?
Oh, right, don't be snotty.
Maybe it's better there.
What?
It is better there, trust me. You... move over here.
Yes?
You are going there.
Huh?
You are going
Of
there.
course!
I'm really
What do
babysitting
you
him
want me to do?
because this gate is gonna be hard for us to get through. So
Yeah?
who's got a sweep?
Yes?
Anyone?
What is it?
Not really. We're just gonna have to kind of beat our way through it. Tungdale, turn around.
Yes?
Here.
At once.
Okay.
And
You.
what now? Yes,
Here.
yes. What do
Yes.
you want me to do?
You. I want you to get all these guys off our butts. Please and thank you. trying to get the ones from the top here too. No.
Hey!
I love when he does that. Hey,
Is it
hey!
something bad?
Yeah.
And that'll be safe, will it? Ha! I got
Move,
one.
Goemgar.
Huh?
You. Where are you? Do a Blade Storm so you can get some health going.
Uh-huh.
You. Time to do another leap. You. Another Shadow Step. Just get beyond these people and as far ahead, because I just need to tell which way we're supposed to go. There's like a... It's really hard to tell, to be honest. I'm gonna move you all the way over here. There we go. There's one more group up here. Waiting for us. Pretty sure we don't need to go down that way.
And what now?
Yes? I'm a little bit worried about you. I'd really like to move you through all this
right, then.
with taking as least damage, the least amount of damage as possible. And then you just stay. Oh, she's just getting hit by arrows. Don't stand there in the middle. There we go.
What is it?
Really would like to get you out of here.
Of course.
Is it something bad?
You're doing pretty good. Good job, Goemgar. Good job. Why don't we take all of these guys? Back here, maybe? It's gonna make it hard for you. I'm a little concerned about you. I'd really like you to move.
I'm with you.
Hey!
Move. Are you trapped? I think you might literally be trapped. Oh god. That's not good! Ah!
Huh?
Come on! You're gonna die!
Give me a hand.
I'm trying! Thank goodness. Okay. And then run like a banshee over here.
Yes.
You keep going.
Yeah?
You keep going. You oh, I need you to get that third point back. Come on. There we go. Distract.
Hey!
There we go. Move.
Is it something bad?
And you
What is it?
here.
Of course.
And try and survive a little bit. You here.
On my way.
You Shadow Step again? Maybe it's gonna put you in the way of those arrows, but
And what
whatever I
now?
have to do to keep you out of trouble.
What
And
do
you
want me to do? And that'll
I want
be
you to
safe,
run.
will it?
I want you to run like a crazy person. I want you to run like
all
you've
right
never
then.
run before.
What is it? I'm with you.
Yeah? Good.
They're coming to
I
meet
was-
her, which I don't like.
On my
Actually,
way.
I'm gonna move her back a little bit. She's in some trouble there.
And what now?
You continue moving. Go to there.
What?
Yes?
You just keep running like crazy. Go
And
this way.
that'll be safe, will it?
It's just a game of hopscotch. And then
What
I'm
is
just
it?
trying to keep you safe. So which way do we need to go here? I'm imagining up here. It's the only thing I can think of. You run
Of
over here
course.
and just sit there for a minute. Okay. You
What do you want me to do?
Goemgar. trying to figure out the best way to get as many people as possible out of the way.
Hey!
All right.
Yes? Oh, all right then.
Here comes this ogre. That's
And what
that's
now?
less than awesome. You are healing. You are gonna shadow step here.
Yes.
You. I'm just waiting for you to.
Understood.
Kundal's taking some damage.
Hey!
Oh dear. Oh Lord. Don't go into rage. I don't want to lose you after all this.
Yes, yes.
I just need your points back before you die.
Swift and quiet.
Holy smokes. I really hope this is the direction we're supposed to be going. Oh my god. If not, we're in like big trouble. Bowendill, I need you.
What do you want me to do?
Oh god, I need you back. She's hiding behind a gate. The only thing I can think of is for her to give some backup to... It's really hard to see which way we're supposed to be going. That's the only thing. I wish I could tilt the camera a little more so I could see. Ah, it's up there. Oh, that green all the way up there.
And what now?
And getting Bowendill up here.
I'm with you.
Just keep running. That's all I can do. I have to babysit you.
Yeah?
I want you to shadow step to here. You are actually kind of hurting a bit too. I mean, just like literally running through these guys.
Is it something bad?
And
That'll
you're surrounded.
be safe, will it?
Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this.
Huh?
I have to really watch him. I mean, look at this. There's hordes. Oh.
Of course.
Can you imagine? And the game was like, this is actually better. Come on, come on. I just need you to give me one more action point.
Yes?
You two. Just one more.
Oh,
Continue
all
to
right
go
then.
forward.
What?
You two. Shadow step the heck out of this.
And what now?
I may if I do this again, well, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to bring him. I need people with the strongest health possible. He does so much damage, but this talisman of healing just doesn't cut it for the amount of damage I need him to do. I mean, the damage he can do, and the health, his health. Okay. All right, let's just hope he stays alive long enough. Just give me that next action point. Yes. Out of there you go. And you too.
Is it something bad?
Give me this. I need to get this pile of orcs off of us, and quick. All right, all of these back here. There we go. I know. Oh, no way we're gonna make it. No way. All right, let's do it again. Let's try one more time. And then if we can't do it in this episode, I will do it in the next. This is pretty tough. I think I'm gonna keep going Goemgar, because that ability to get those hordes of orcs out of the way is just so profoundly good. She actually she was able to move, but she wasn't able to do enough damage to be worth it, so Goemgar, you are staying. Bowendill, as much as I'd like you to stay, I mean, I'd really... Whew. But you just go... His whole thing... Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I realize that this bloody scissors wasn't even on my skill tree. Oh, I see. So if you have more than... So I should actually move this to one of my skills that I'm going to use. Like this oink oink I wasn't using at all. Can I make this? Like if I hover over this and press the E key, can I drag it? I'm not exactly sure how I can make that a skill I use. Oh, I see. Oh, you just double click it? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I can do that. Now that I think I'm going to try again. Because now that he has this, he can actually do that damage. This oink oink is not very helpful. And I think I am going to keep going Gar with the talisman, because he's the one who has to keep them out of the way. But what we really need, besides Goemgar and Boendil, we need a tank. We need somebody, and I think it's going to be Boendil, because Boendil has that sweep that is so important. And now that I realize that I can actually give them... What if you... Oh, I didn't even know I could give him this. Oh, I'm going to definitely give him this. So let's take this off and this off. These two are not helpful in this particular circumstance. Battle Rush and Defense Bonus for Tungdell. Alright, you are back in. Now that I know I can set you up with these skills, that's very helpful. And you're going to go for... I'm going to go for this so that you can hopefully get some damage. 3. Yeah, okay. And then the most important thing I need is a tank. There's 54, 61, 50, 57, 48. It will be you, Boendil. And that sweep, this cleave here, Mighty Blow I'm going to take out. Eruption maybe. What does this do? The force of Boendil's actions and attacks are raised significantly for a short time. A mighty blow to a single enemy. We don't need that. So it's going to be might. Okay. Now, to make sure that they have what they need, I'm going to still try this for him, because he's, each time he does a successful attack, and he does a lot of attacks. That's my thinking on that. I'm going to go for this, for Boendil, and then Goemgar for that. Or Goemgar. Because I need him to be able to cast this as much as possible. And then also, Shield Bash wasn't even activated for him, so... That's something, although I'm not even going to worry about it, because... In fact, these two I'm just going to take off, because this is the only one I need for him. If he's... That's it. Oh, nobody likes Goemgar? He automatically attracts enemies? Oh, that's just perfect. So what I'm going to have to do, that's just great, is keep him and Boendil right next to each other. So that this attack can keep them off while Goemgar uses this attack to draw them away. He can move forward. He can do a lot of damage, kind of cleaving through. Blade Storm. You have a lot of damage. He gains twice the AP when he kills enemies. That's actually pretty cool. That's going to give us more action points to do that leap attack and defense bonus. All right, let's try it again. All right, I'm going to start out with the same opening gambit, saving our AP points. I'm going to move us as far ahead as I possibly can.
That'll be safe, will it?
Yeah. Now Bowendill, as usual, is first up there. Okay. Now, I'm going to save these until we absolutely need them. This takes. I'm going to save it until I need it.
What is it?
You. We're going to start working your magic. I want you. Let's wait until you get a little bit closer, Bowendill. I mean, Goemgar, who moves slowly. So you can see here that Bowendill and Goemgar are near each other. That's what I want. I need to move them as a team. While these two hopscotch over them and take on the next group, and then we distract this group.
And what now?
Okay. Yes. Now these guys, I'm gonna move
Yes, yes.
as far as I can. While I take this and I move them all over here. Just preferably actually over here. The farthest away I can get them, the better.
Hey.
Now, you.
Yes.
Oh, this needs to be on for him.
And that'll be safe, will it?
Actually, I take that back.
It
might be too late. Oh, Goemgar, you're such a pain.
Maybe it's better there. Yes.
Actually, let me move Goemgar and Bowendill.
All right,
same way.
that'll be safe, will it?
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now you, guys. You two? Where's? There we go.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna just move him a little bit ahead, so they don't get too far. They're taking a lot of damage there. Well, they're taking some damage.
What is it?
And they'll stay on this group of 3. And then you.
Is it something bad?
Let's do the same. Distracting this group here and moving them back.
Huh? Hey.
Okay, and then the minute he does that, I'm gonna go like this. And
As good as done.
Have them run just as fast as they can.
That'll be safe, will it?
Yes. All right. And while they're running, they're building up action points. Now these two.
Yes.
In there.
Huh?
You. In there. I'm looking at his health, so I'm thinking that Bowendill needs to cast this now because he's about halfway down. And I'm going to have Bowendill do Bloody Scissors. Hopefully get some... His health goes down so low, so fast. Go here. You. Let me give you some... no. How about this one?
What is it?
It seems like that is not working as well as I would like it to. Okay. I want you to jump right through this gate and into the midst of this enemies and knock them right out.
What is it?
You two?
Yes.
Nope, nope. Just you two.
What is it? Huh?
There we go.
What is it?
Okay, you guys run for here. Run, 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 run. Okay. Now, let's do a cleave on this group here, where Goemgar focuses on getting this whole group distracted to there.
Hey.
There we go. So now they move.
And what
You.
now?
I want to start running there.
Yes.
Tungdill. You two.
Is it
You
something bad?
3.
Oh, all right then.
You. 4.
On my way!
Okay. Now, Gomgar, I need you to do that again.
What do you want me to do?
I want them all over here. Basically as far away as we can get them. How about let them block up that doorway right there?
Huh?
Okay, Tungdil. I'm going to cast that. Actually, no. I want you to move. I need you to move more than I need that. You too?
Huh? Of course!
Okay. I heard you cast.
Maybe it's better there.
Huh?
And then you, I want to do a cleave and just get everybody out of the way. Actually, not yet. I want to wait until Goemgar's out of the way. Now, do a cleave.
And what now?
You.
Yes?
There we go.
What is it? All
And
right.
then move.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to stay
And,
here,
that will
out of
be
the way.
safe, will it?
Huh?
You, I want you're already back to health again. That's good. And this is almost ready to cast.
Uh-huh.
You are just running. Let's go. It's just harder to get them. Goemgar is the most important one. I want you to go there.
Huh?
I want you right in the
On my way.
middle.
What is
You
it?
right in the middle.
Yes, yes. Huh?
And you
As
right
good
in the
as
middle.
done.
Excellent. Now, Goemgar is the one I am
Yes?
concerned about. If we can get these guys off of this ledge. Give me that one more. Give me that one more. Give me that one more.
Uh-huh.
You are doing okay health-wise.
And what
You're
now?
doing just fine.
What is it?
You are doing just fine. Boendal. Boendal, time for another cleave. Goemgar,
What do you want me to do?
I want you to take all these guys and I want you to move them I'm wondering if that's the best move because all it's gonna do since most of these guys are archers, let's wait until they actually meet up with us. So Goemgar, I could have him hide under his shield for a little while. I think I might actually.
Huh? At once.
What is it?
Just
Of
trying to
course,
save those action
yes.
points for when we really need them.
On my way.
And then, whoa. Oh, Goemgar is actually should not. Well, he's under his shield, so hiding.
Is it something bad?
And they're just coming for him. Oh, for 3 seconds. Oh, maybe that was a bad move.
And what now?
Let's do bloody scissors here.
Huh?
And then you, I want to do a I'm gonna do another cleave because it just knocks so many people out of the way. You,
Yes?
2 seconds, 1
And
second, and then I need you to run.
And that'll be safe,
Run.
will it?
Run,
Kill.
run, 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 run. I might have to save him.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, good. Tungdil's right behind him. Thank goodness.
Huh?
Tungdil, can you? You take a lot of that damage
Is
that
it something
Goemgar can go
bad?
by. Goemgar, this way.
And,
This way.
That'll be safe, will it?
This way, you idiot. You're gonna die.
No one bites the dust.
What do you
Oh,
want me to do?
I can't get him to move. I shouldn't have put him under that because he won't get up now. I can't get him out of there. Wait, I know what I need. I just need this, and then we can get everybody off of him.
vile creature.
Okay, well, they sort of moved.
Is it something bad?
You, why don't you do a leap forward and get some of these people out of the way? Some of these creatures. Like this big guy here. Should take him down.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to move, for Christ's sakes, move. Why won't you move? He will not move.
Is it
Is
something
he trapped?
bad?
I think he's gonna die because he won't move.
Maybe it's better there.
Oh my god.
Killed.
Okay, thank goodness. He would not move.
What is it?
Okay, you. I'd like you to do that wonderful bloody scissors to get some more health.
Yes.
You're doing just fine. I wish I'd had. Now I think I should have had that in Golem.
Yes. Oh, all right then.
Make a mental note not to use that shield skill.
Maybe it's better there.
Okay, so what I want is for Bow and Dahl and Goemgar to stay close to each other. And I'm just waiting for him to get his next point.
And that'll be safe, will it?
And Bow and Dahl
Maybe it's
here
better there.
next to him. And then
And what
you.
now?
Time to get you out of this pile, mosh pile over here. Why don't you head for there?
Huh?
Tungdil the same. Time to take on this group here. While Goemgar, we just
What do
need
you
one more
want me
action
to
point
do?
for him.
And
One more.
that'll be safe, will it?
There we go. Now that we have that action point, we can get this whole mosh pit off of, well, everything. I kind of want to move him just a little bit farther back. There we go. So we can get more of these guys in here, in this pile.
Yes.
And then Tungdil's here.
Huh?
Bowendile's here. You're doing okay. Tungdil, you need to come up here and meet
my
these
way.
guys here.
What is it?
Bowendahl.
As good as done. Who's
I
next?
knew it. You're going to leave me here to perish.
Oh, God. Who just killed him?
And that'll be safe.
Get
will
off
it?
of Goemgar. Get off of him. Oh, Lord.
Huh?
Tungdil. Or
Yes.
Bowendahl. Yeah, you're right there. Do a sweep. And get as many of these guys off of him as you can.
I am Bowendahl. Give me a hand.
Oh, no way. No way can we do this. There's gotta be a different way that we can come through here. 'Cause by the time we get here, we're just dead. And I can't see any other way to climb up or skip over this middle part. Yeah, I don't know.
What is it?
I do not know. All I know is that Bowendill is about to die. And I can't do anything about that. Except I can move him. I mean, the fact that it's going to put him in the middle of everything is... I wish I could move him up on a ledge or get him out of the way or something. But, oh well.
Yes.
Goemgar is being wrecked by everything. He's got 2 more action points. I don't think he'll make it.
Huh?
So that means that Bowendill is going to have to come up here and distract these guys.
All right.
I don't think we're
I
going to...
just
Yep.
need a little rest.
Didn't think so. Did not think so. I don't think so. Okay. We are going to try this battle one more time. And I have a feeling that this might be a battle we have to come back to. So, when we either have a slightly better, but I think it's going to overwhelm us with with the party members we have, and it might be meant to be taken care of later on in the game. So, with that, I will say that we have fought honorably, but we have been defeated. And we will try again in the next episode. And as always, thank you so much for watching. This has been The Dwarves. There is a book that goes along with this game that I highly recommend. I've been listening to the audiobook version. There's a link in the description below. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up below, and if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here in the world of Gildegard in the next episode, and thank you as always for watching me get my butt whooped, and for watching.